Live from our studios, here's Property TV.
I'm Ian Thomason from Thomason Property in Brisbane, and I'd like to welcome you to the January edition of Property TV. With me today is Ain Kuru. Ain's from the Professional Certification Group, and he's joined me today to talk about the new pool laws which have taken effect as of the 1st of December last year and the ramifications they have for property owners wishing to sell property in Queensland. But before we get to that, I'd like to take you to Kevin Turner for this month's property update.
Thank you. Well, the big buzzwords right now are housing affordability. The Housing Industry Association tells us it's likely not to improve during 2011. This is due to the fact that we have an extreme housing shortage. The HIA tell us that last year we built 22,000 fewer homes than we really need to meet demand. And they say that this year it's likely to get even worse. And when you have low supply and high demand, it's highly unlikely we're going to see any major fall in prices. If anything, we'll probably see a bit of a stabilisation. The latter part of last year, of course, in December, we saw the federal government release their banking reform policy, which offered a lot of sweetness for consumers. Very, very welcome. But I think we should never lose sight of the fact that it should also be afforded to small business, because at the end of the day, it's small to medium businesses that provide the employment, and it's employment that underpins our entire economy. So the bottom line this year, I think some really good opportunities for people who want to get into the market if they're looking at it long term, but for any short-term capital gain, it's highly unlikely that it's going to eventuate. Until next time, I'm Kevin Turner.
Thanks for that, Kevin. Now I'd like to introduce you to Ain Kuru. Ain's from the Professional Certification Group, as I mentioned, and he's here to talk to us about the new pool regulations. There's been some significant changes in the pool regulations since the 1st of December. What's the most significant change for people who might want to sell their property?
Well, I guess firstly, Ian, owners have got 5 years to comply with the new standards, but if you're selling or renting your property, you'll need to obtain a pool safety certificate.
And is that something that's difficult to do? Is it time consuming? Is it a big rigmarole to go through?
Oh, not really. I mean, if you gave our office a call and booked an inspection, we'd have an inspector out there the following day.
So, if the pool's not compliant, can an owner still put their property on the market and list it for sale?
Well, look, you can put your property on the market, and it means that the purchaser then has 90 days after the sale to make that have that pool fence comply. But that obviously is going to affect the value of the property.
I'm sure a purchaser would want to know that the pool complies when they're buying it.
Yes, of course they would.
So what's actually involved in getting this? What if someone goes and gets you in to certify the pool and you don't certify it because it might need some fence work or whatever? What's the process from there?
Well, look, our inspectors have been inspecting pool fences for decades, and they have a lot of experience under their belts. The first thing they do is give advice to the owner about how they could comply. It may be a simple matter of a resuscitation sign on the fence, or there could be more complex matters as replacing parts of the panels of the fence.
And that's really interesting. Is there any more information that people should know before they put their, about these regulations before they put their property on the market?
Look, there's quite a bit of information there. The laws are quite complex, like there are transitional provisions if you're in a body corporate. There are separate provisions for motels and caravan parks. What I would recommend is that people make themselves aware of the new laws. You can certainly look up our website, which is www.pcgroup.net.au, or you could ring one of our friendly staff and we could provide advice for you.
Thanks very much for that. That's really interesting information. I'm sure our viewers are going to get a lot of benefit from that. And now I'd like to take you to our feature property of the month.
This stunning riverfront 3-bedroom apartment, located at Tenerife, takes luxury to new heights. Catch the city cat, take out your boat, sit by the in-ground pool, or simply sit out on your balcony and watch all the activity on the river, while still enjoying the serenity of the 3rd floor. Close to trendy cafes, stylish James Street, and conveniently located to Brisbane CBD, make this apartment a true lifestyle destination.
Well, that's the property for the month, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, it is a magnificent property. If you'd like any information on that, you can contact me on the phone number which has come up on the screen or via my email address. And in the meantime, we look forward to seeing you again next month.